From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on today's Cash Close. And the name of this video, S&P Futures and the PitBull's Water in the Bathtub. The high of the day in the S&P came in at 21,170 on the open. The low came in at 2095 half midday. And last, we're 210440. We're down 9.5 handles. Total volume is better. We have 1.2 million minis traded and 4,500 big S&Ps traded in the pit. MOC, the MIM was showing, the MIM had this pretty much right. It was showing sell 261 million, and the actual MOC came out sell 480 million. Tomorrow we have the MBA purchase applications. We have the ADP employment report. We have the U.S. Job Creation Index. We have the PMI services. We have Charles Evans from the Fed speaking. We have the ISM non-manufacturing index. We have the EIA Petroleum status report. We have Esther George from the Fed speaking, Richard Fisher from the Fed speaking in the Beige book. I don't even really think the Beige book does very much anymore. But anyways, look at it. It's an old song that the Pitbull used to sing to me. It's called Take Out the Buy Stops, Take Out the Sell Stops. And in essence, it really is what we consider what the algorithmic programs do. They chase the buy stops, they chase the sell stops. Yesterday, they ran the S&P up to 2115 or a little bit higher. And then today, they're running the sell stops under 21 even. But yet, we're closing back above the big figures. So you know what? Even though we had some MOC selling on the close, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can sell the S&P. You know, you've got the New York Stock Exchange, you've got the S&P in the broader market, you've got the NASDAQ, you've got the Russell, you've got the mid-cap, and what happens is they rotate around it. One day they sell the Dow, one day they buy the S&P. I don't really see a lot of weakness here, everybody. Now, it really, like I said, it really is like a water in the bathtub type trade. And you know what? I don't think that that's going to change that much. I think what I said a couple weeks ago was that the bus was getting a little too full and that we needed a pullback down to 2085. Am I bearish the S&P? No, I'm not. Not when the volumes are slow and not when the price action is set up like this. Now look, I want to talk about the Mr. Top Step boot camp. You know, it's a great, great, great opportunity. And for those of you that have already taken it and you want to sign up again, really. Because you know what? Marlon Cobb is now working what we've got is called the MIM room. And every day you can, while you're in the boot camp, you'll have access to the MIM room. Now look, I let it out on Twitter today that we're going to start to filter less MOC data into the Twitter, and people got a little upset with me. But at the end of the day, you know what? All businesses need to make income. You can't just be out there for free doing stuff forever, you know. And at the end of the day, as much as I want to do this type of work, I want to remind everybody, the PitBull's webinar over the weekend costs Mr. Top Step crew and company several $1,000s. It just doesn't fall out of the clouds like, you know, hey, this is all happening for nothing. So as much as I hate to ask people to help pitch in now and then, I think that that's what's going on. We're really looking for some customers to help kind of pitch in a little bit. And you know what? Nothing's really going to change. I'm still going to be doing my thing. That said, I'm going to leave it like that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the opening print.